This video is about melanoma. It is about and dedicated to my brother-in-law, Jeffrey, who had a memorial celebration of life yesterday. He passed away from melanoma. And he was young, vivacious, energetic, smart, successful, handsome. This is him. This is him. This is him holding my son at one of the parties at the lake because we all grew up together. So Jeffrey and my sister were boyfriend and girlfriend in high school. We all went to high school together. My sister and I are 11 months apart. The other one is older. So we all go to high school together. He's a football player. He's a wrestler. His uncle was our principal at the high school. Then my sister and Jeff go off to college. They finish college, where he also plays football. And then they get married and have 2 kids. A beautiful life. Now, in this video, there's no shame and there's no blame. And I want y'all to hear, because when people are gone, they're gone. Could something have helped? Pretty much, we can't ever say 100% yes to things, but let's just say it's always good to get treatment rather than not. In Jeffrey's case, he loved laying out in the sun. He loved tanning. He loved skiing. He loved water skiing, snowboarding, every outdoor activity you can imagine. He did it, but he didn't do it with sunscreen. And he loved tanning beds. Okay. He was always going and getting tan, but we all did that. And that's not right. Now he did it to excess. But look at me. I want to show you what I looked like getting ready to go to one of our proms in high school. There I am with my then boyfriend, Eric. Look at me. Not cool. Remember that there's no safe tanning and burning. Really, it's all damage to your skin, damage to the DNA. But we all sat out there with baby oil thinking that we were cool and that we had to get a tan. Here's all the guys. You can giggle. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to look at what the guys are wearing. But here's Jeff. Here's my brother-in-law. You know, Jeffrey was the best brother-in-law and the best father to his children that I've ever witnessed. He loved his kids with all his heart. Every birthday party with my kids, his kids, the cousins getting together, I celebrated. I celebrated that my entire life. And he's not in my life anymore. And it's really heartbreaking. It hurts for his children very much, and my sister, because Jeffrey chose to treat his melanoma himself. Now, a lot of you think that it's better to take ivormectin and mushroom powder and other types of concoctions, that it will work just the same, but I tell you it doesn't work the same. And by the time that Jeff got traditional radiation and immunotherapy, he was already not just in stage 4, but metastases to his brain. And then quickly he passed away. You're trying then, or he did, because his kids wanted him to live and they needed time with him. So he went ahead with these treatments so that he could have some months with them. And then hospice was in the home, and then all 3 of them had to watch him die. If any of you have been with a loved one or even a friend who has gone through the dying process, it is a process. In fact, my mom always used to say, you know, just give me a pill. Well, you do get medication and you're not going to be in pain, and you're going to have comfort care, and you're going to have medication for anxiety, but it still is a process that people go through to transition into whatever you want to call the next place. When families are there to watch all of it and be with the person they love more than anything in the world, my kids, are his children watching their father die and take his last breath, the last Christmas, the last breath, the last minutes of their lives. You're watching this happen. It's inevitable. We're all going to die. So we're going to help them. If keeping them alive isn't working, and you go through everything you can. Next comes comfort measures, and there's nothing left for medical treatment. His daughter spoke at the celebration of life, but she cried so hard while speaking that we couldn't understand what she was saying. His children are heartbroken and crushed. But why am I even talking about this? Because people are still not taking melanoma seriously. And people are swinging the other way into non-traditional cancer treatments. Go ahead, do that if you want with traditional. Go talk to your doctor. Really weigh this out. Think it through. Because mushroom powder and ivermectin, methylene blue, some of those other things aren't always going to save your life. Is it worth it for you to risk your life for things that are not proven? So he was very, very ill in the last many months of his life, and I'm thankful that the kids and his kids and my sister got time with him. He has 2 adult kids and 1 grandchild. They got time with him, months with him to spend, because nobody knew that all this was going on. And I'm going to insert some pictures here and show you. A little over a year ago, his son got married, and this was he and I at the wedding. He loves to dance. I couldn't even keep up with him. He was swinging me and twirling me, and we were dancing and dancing and dancing. He was dancing with everybody. He was so happy. I'm grateful for that time I had with him. Didn't know that a year later he has stage 4 melanoma metastases to the brain, and that he had very little time left. I'm grateful for whatever I got with him. I've spent my whole life knowing him, celebrating 4th of July, celebrating every Christmas. Again, there's no blame and there's no shame. I just want to spread the word, since May is Melanoma Awareness Month, that it's important to not go in tanning beds. It's important not to bake in the sun, that any damage to your skin from the sun, of the color changing and you spending time out there, even doing sports and thinking it's not directly coming down on you, you're still damaging your skin. And when you have a mole or a change in your skin in an area that you're concerned about, it's better to be safe than sorry. Please just go in. And if you can't go in for some reason, or you don't want to go in to see the doctor or the dermatologist for some reason, then you can do telehealth. I've done many things telehealth, including dermatology. Take a picture, upload it, say what you're concerned about, and send it off to the dermatologist or your physician, PA, nurse practitioner. But please get it checked out. Dr. Dre, the dermatologist Dr. Dre, had just spoke briefly about skin damage and the damage to the DNA in our melanocytes, our skin cells, that occurs when we get too much exposure to the sun or tanning beds. And she had mentioned the word addicted. People can be addicted to that feeling of endorphin release, of laying in the sun and baking and feeling so good. But is it really worth the damage to our skin? So thankfully, as time went on, I did use sunscreen, stopped all that nonsense, but Jeff did not. He continued to be in tanning beds and continued to not use sunscreen, be out in the sun all the time. By the time he got the traditional treatment, like I said, immunotherapy, it was not working. It was too late. Conversely, I have a friend whose name is Justin. He lives in California with his wife and son, and I met them many years ago because we both had a loss of a baby. And I've known them all these years. We're very good friends. And Justin had melanoma. He also had stage 4 melanoma, but the difference is that he did not have any metastases to his brain, He had stage 4, not metastases to his brain. He was in the intensive care unit, very ill. When he was approached at that time in California at the hospital to try what was still in clinical trials, of immunotherapy. He did try that, and that was many years ago. No evidence of disease. You can call it remission. They really call it no evidence of disease now, but it's been several years. He's done well. He's thriving. He's got a wonderful life. He got his life back. He doesn't have any tumors anymore. These are men that had tumors so large you could see them. You could see them all over their body. One lived, one did not. Please take care of your health. If there's anything that is concerning you, please talk to your provider about that. No question is too small or too stupid or insignificant. It's better to be safe than sorry. Use sunscreen. Always use sunscreen. Even when it's cloudy, you still need sunscreen. Reapply. Wear a hat. Take care of yourself. Take care of your skin. Remember, May is Melanoma Awareness Month. And I'm passing on the information that I have with a whole lot of things listed below. Just open up that description box. There's going to be links, YouTube videos, people that I follow on YouTube, like the physician from Stanford Medical Center who's doing a clinical trial right now for advanced melanoma. And again, lots of other information that you might find helpful. If I talked about melanoma, it would be slideshows and information that went on for 2 hours. All I'm saying is, please take care of your health, take it seriously, and that this is dedicated to my brother-in-law, Jeffrey.